It's a dirty secret, the number of times we tell ourselves we're going to do something, and then we don't. No one has to know. In fact, if they base their knowledge of you on how strongly you show up for others, they would never think you would break a promise to yourself. And yet so often, in the darkness of our own life experience, it's what we do over and over. We say we're going to get up and run, and we hit the snooze button. Or we tell ourselves we're not going to fight in front of the kids, and then we do. We say we're going to move forward in our business by calling a few new people, and we put it off for another day. It's a dirty secret. There are many things, consequences that happen when we don't keep our word to ourselves. We become ashamed because we know it's not acceptable. We plant seeds of doubt, a part of you that believes you don't have the wherewithal to get it done. You start to blame others or blame circumstances for why you can't seem to move past the barriers. You become afraid of trying, and eventually you give up because it's tiring to want and not get what you need. It sounds powerful, terrible and powerful, but if you can learn to keep your word, even in the smallest things, there are equally beautiful and powerful results. Here's the deal. You matter. You are meant to be at the center of your life. It doesn't mean you're selfish, but in addition to taking care of everyone around you, there is no one else responsible for your physical, emotional, and spiritual development. These things matter. I thought of several benefits for keeping your word to you. First, the goodwill will spread to other areas of your life. Behavior, no matter what kind of behavior, is contagious. It's actually not behavior, it's not a pattern, it's the action. Your action is what solidifies your memories, your perspective, and your future. And if this is true, if behavior is truly contagious, then keeping your word will spread to other areas of your life. If you can build your word in one area of your life, in your fitness, for instance, keeping your word will strengthen you to eat more nutritiously, to be kinder, to work harder. So start the ripple and let the waves of honest, authentic behavior run through your life. Another benefit is your thought life becomes less stressful. You aren't your own enemy anymore. When you consistently break promises to yourself, you're really acting as the worst kind of friend to yourself. Hang with me here. Imagine another person doing this to you, getting you excited about the possibility of doing better, experiencing something better, and then not showing up or quitting halfway. It would be stressful, and you wouldn't want to see that person on a daily basis. But the problem is, you can't break up with yourself. You are stuck with you. So when you choose to try something better and then honor your thoughts with actions, you feel better about you, and your thought life no longer resembles a battlefield. You also, and this is the third benefit, start to understand what you can do. Keeping your word to you does a couple of things. First, you start to see how small and incremental your action plans need to be. You'll be less out of balance, less inclined to sabotage one part of your life for another. And if you're trying to get it done and it's real, you don't say you're going to do anything every day forever. And you see that whatever you thought was impossible is really entirely possible, and you become an action rock star, a promises superhero. Number 4, keeping your promises ensures that you are less controlled by people and circumstances. They won't influence you as readily to eat differently when you're around them or provoke you to arguing. You have a stronger relationship with yourself than you do with anyone else, and so you're focused and your eye is on the ball and you can be your best self. Better yet, in my opinion, you aren't resentful of the people around you because they made you break your word. Finally, you will be more dependable with others. They will sense your spirit of freedom. They will intuitively feel you aren't a martyr and it's okay to ask to depend on you. So good, right? Now it's assignment time. Click on the link and download the worksheet. Let's get real with your word. Choose something you want to do and use the guidelines to create an action that is sustainable and useful in your life. Can you imagine what our community would be like if people kept their word to themselves? I dare say it would be much better than it is now. So be a leader and start doing the most important action as a powerful transformer, keeping your word to you. I know my life changed since I started keeping my promises to me, and I'm already envisioning the joy and freedom you will have as you join me.